Oh, what's up with it? All right, man. What's up with it? God damn it, man. I'm back at it, man. Saying
Um,
another episode. Keep it solid 21, man. Episode 48, man. God damn, I got the dog man back with us, man. Dog man Harris, man. I got him back with us, man. You know what I'm saying? For his second time through, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see how he been. You know what I'm saying? What's new in his life, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna throw little questions at him and shit. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get down to the nitty gritty, man. You know what I'm saying? So how you been, man?
man, so as you can see, so working these dogs. Look,
Yeah,
this big
I
right
see it.
here, working these dogs, bro. I'm working really.
Yeah, I see it.
If a lot of people couldn't tell, I was just in my recent videos of my TikTok. I was, you know what I'm saying. I was in a budget suite, but
Mm-hmm.
um, we got up out of there,
Okay.
got into a little 6 months. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm. Get your ass right.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. Just a little 6 month
Yeah.
get. I got into a little 6 month two bedroom. That way we can prepare for a house. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. That's
So
what everybody trying
it's,
to do. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's the next move for everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? We all trying to grow. Cause it's hard
you
out here
feel?
for a pimp, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
The drug dealers even going to work now, nigga.
hey, time to go. Hey, times is different. 2022 is bro,
No, real
it's
shit.
different,
I ain't
bro,
knock
for real.
you. Bro, the niggas ain't even understanding how that shit real right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, nigga, gotta get your shit right, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Uh,
I saw rent. I saw like a little article, bro, saying that rent was like just for a one bedroom, bro. It's gonna go up for like 1,700, bro. So I'm
oh
just
yeah.
like, you don't got no choice but to work, bro. Like,
Shit, houses, like house rents right now, at least 2 grand, nigga. If you trying to
at
get in the
least.
house right now, nigga, 2 grand off the rip, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Shit, that's some hard ass shit. Nigga gotta get his mind right, nigga. You know what I'm saying? If you really jumping out here. So, what's new with the dogs, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's new? You know what I'm saying? That you kind of like, doing different with them, or putting out there.
Man, really, really, I've been having I've been having kind of a few things going on, bro. Honestly, I've been kind of like just studying up on genetics. Honestly,
Okay.
um, a lot of people know I got two males,
Hmm.
uh, Blue, and I got his son Ghost, and them
Yeah.
two been kind of butting heads right now. So they had their like first fight, a
Hmm.
couple. So like, you know what I'm saying? Once they get that first taste and that first
Hmm.
little round, and genetics kick in, and
Yeah.
sometimes it's it's training go out the window. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
So I mean, what you do next with that? Like, how do you kind of fix that though? You know what I'm saying? If the
Go ahead.
no, I would say if the genetics kick in, how do you kind of like
Well,
tame that?
it's bro. There's I mean really, I mean like I've been really working a lot, so I really you know what I'm saying. So we could get you know what I'm saying more space. We got enough space right now. I say that to like it's
Hmm.
really limited bedrooms, and I keep you know what I'm saying. I keep them separated, but going forward, once I get the right tools, which is e-collars and
Hmm.
muzzles. I already got one muzzle, but I need to get another one.
You get another
And
one.
yeah, e-collar. If some don't know, e-collar is like it's basically electronic collar,
Okay.
um, and it's for like for reactive situations to redirect the dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
So
got you. You know, for real.
yeah, so when you're reading the dog body language, bro, and whenever like they meet, I'm
Hmm.
talking about like they whenever they see each other off
Yeah.
site, it's they see each other, it's like let's go. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
No, I
With
got you.
the they got three modes.
Okay.
They got a beat, they got a
Hmm.
vibrate, and they
Hmm.
got a mild little shock, and it can go up to like certain levels. So you
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
just test it out, see what's good for your dog. That way you're not hurting your dog. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I feel
So
you on that.
what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to redirect them whenever they get fixed on to each other. You
Hmm.
give them a good or beat or whatever or shot,
Just
whatever works.
just kind of get them
And
off of. Yeah.
exactly. So it's just certain methods,
No,
bro.
yeah.
That
No, I feel you on that. So, just with all that, you know what I'm saying? Like, is it harder more to have like two males in the house? Like, that's just because they gonna want their dominance, too, right? So it's just, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's hard to have two, bro. Look, it's hard to have. It's not hard to have two males. It's
mhm.
hard to have two males and females.
So you saying two males and one female?
No. Two males and no females.
Yeah.
You good. You ain't got you should have no problems as long as you know what I'm saying. Both of them good. You shouldn't have no problems at all.
So you saying female and female? That's when your problem come in.
Nah, really, two females. Where your problems lie was when you have two males
Mm-hmm.
and you have females.
Okay. Then you have females on top of that, so it's kind of okay.
I got two females and I got two males, and my females aren't spayed and my males aren't neutered.
Okay.
So the thing about Callie is she a pup, so she came in as a pup. So
Mm-hmm.
she not gonna really have too much problems with Penny. It
No.
may
Yeah.
it may be there in the future just because you know what I'm saying. Like she gonna get bigger. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So like that's why you see a lot of people whenever they get them as puppies, they spay them and neuter them so they don't have to deal with that
Deal with
and they
that.
have to
Yeah.
deal with their
Because it's
aggression.
yeah.
It's a lot, bro. It's a lot. That's why a lot of people don't like. They get males. You know what I'm saying? They get males because it's a lot. It's really, and they kind of just do that. They just, you know what I'm saying? They'll go let the male do his thing, and
Mm-hmm.
they'll either get a pup back or whatever the deal is. They'll try not to keep a female and have a male, and then do a
Yeah.
lot because that shoot, it gets to a point, bro. Shoot, you got some dominant dogs, bro.
They
You
gon'
know,
they yeah, it's on some other shit. That's why I was like, you
yeah,
but I mean, so right
yeah.
now, are you like breeding right now? Is that like the next move for you? Like breeding and doing your thing with that?
It's definitely an off season. I'm definitely working on like my temperament right now. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want my pups to come out game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If that
So
don't, if a lot
I
of
mean,
people don't.
explain that to the people that don't understand that.
So in a real history,
Hmm.
pit bulls they were bred to fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All that nanny dog, that throw that out the window. These dogs was like bred to specifically to fight each other, to fight dogs. So these, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? With having Ghost being upcoming and him having a
Hmm.
taste of that, but having that eager to fight,
Yeah.
I don't like that in my pups because he gonna produce that into my pups, and a lot of people
Okay.
don't know what to. And so that's where my pups. I don't want my pups ending up in shelters.
So you don't
You know what I'm
want you
saying?
don't want yeah you don't want them being you don't want the mama or daddy being vicious because it kind of goes down to the puppies too. Kind of what you saying?
All it's
Okay.
genetic,
Okay.
bro.
So people that's to the people that don't know that understand that when you having puppies,
Yeah,
don't make your dog aggressive because it can go down to their puppies.
it'll go. Yeah. Especially if you're trying to breed. Now, I mean,
Yeah, especially if you're trying to breed and shit. You don't think you want a dog that fights. That's why I was like, when these
yeah,
people are breeding and dogs is fighting, that's why they have these dogs that are, what I'm saying, on, crazy as hell. Because you already breeding, dog fighters, and then they end up having babies and shit, nigga, and then that just trickle down the line. You know what I'm saying? Now it's more aggression.
yeah. It's just
Yeah,
tricky.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I understand that shit. That's why I was like, man, that's crazy in the motherfucker. Now you learn that shit. That's why I was like, a lot of people don't know that shit, but people try to make their dogs more vicious. And you know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like some dogs they really turn on people because they just feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like they get tired of that shit. That's basically them saying, I'm tired of this bullshit, nigga. I'm finna fuck you up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro, it's a lot into that, bro. That was a whole sport back then, bro. So like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's you know what I'm saying? It's like it's almost like I can't knock the OGs because like
Nah,
without them I wouldn't have what I got today. But
nah, real shit.
it's just a new game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So.
So I mean,
But
how about to ask you how TikTok treating you?
man, it's low key good. I mean, shoot, from when I first started, I was dealing with a whole bunch of Karens, and so
Yeah,
like I was already a bunch of sweet. So I was like, man, let me pipe down a little bit and kind of get the heat off of me a little bit because
yeah.
people kind of. But now, like, now they like I'm putting out more engagement videos, and they actually
Hmm.
seeing
Seeing
I
what you
have.
doing type shit instead of just
Yeah,
going off of yeah, you know what I'm saying?
and,
Nah.
and that's a lot of Karen and a lot of people, bro. I see that in a lot of TikToks because it's a lot of people that like I want to say this. It's a lot of people of of my descent that's doing what I'm doing,
Yeah.
and they get a lot of hate for it. So I'm
No,
like,
I got
okay, you got
yeah.
to roll with punches. You got, you know what I'm saying? This is one
I
of the things
mean,
you got to roll. I
yeah.
caught it.
Well,
I caught
I mean,
it back in the.
I'll be to cut you out for the people that don't know that back at home, bro. A Karen is a white woman that's nosy as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Don't mind her own motherfucking business, nigga. That's a goddamn Karen, nigga. Sometimes they
but
can't be black women. It just, I ain't gonna put my black women out there, but you can have them. But it's more likely the white woman or Asian
it's,
woman gonna be the nosy motherfucker.
man, it's like, yeah.
Just dry ass, just hating for no damn reason. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, bro, like this ain't got nothing. You on, bro. But it's just one of those things, man. When you just like you know what I'm saying? Like when you going up, bro. When you rising up, that's the shit you got to deal with.
Nah, nah, real shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you're going up and you're doing the right thing, bro, because when you're doing the right thing,
Yeah,
you're gonna have the most hate. You know what I'm
I had
saying?
much.
That's just what it is. But no, yeah, I'm gonna jump in there because I was talking about it yesterday. Cause there's a lot of people out here doing that shit. They be like having competition with their women, like they be in competition with their women. There's niggas out here that do this, bro. I'm just explaining this shit to you. But there's niggas out here that's in competition with their women because probably because their women make more than them, or just because they just simp ass bitch ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? This is how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Because just think about it, nigga. Like, why would you not want to grow with your woman? You know what I'm saying? Instead of being I got to be in competition with. I got to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna, nigga, I don't give a fuck. Niggas can know this now. My wife get paid more than me. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, nigga, I take care of my responsibilities because, you know what I'm saying, responsibilities so I can actually stand at the top of the table and be like, I'm the man of the house. Because I actually, do what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? And, most niggas, I don't know, man. You got a lot of simp ass niggas out here that still got women taking care of them. You know what I'm
Bro,
saying?
I work a 9 to 5, and my girl, she run her own cleaning business. She, you know what I'm saying,
That's
babysitting,
100. That's 100, nigga. Shit.
dog. Any day of the week, she liable to bring home what I bring home a day for four.
No,
For four,
100.
liable to bring home what I bring home that week.
Yeah.
It
Nah, it's
it
100.
that it. I don't. It ain't. I don't feel no shame. You know what I'm saying? It ain't
No,
no
I feel
because.
you.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say like because and shit like that, I just feel like niggas just be, I don't know, niggas just be insecure with themselves. You know what I'm saying? When you do shit
Yeah,
like that, because I feel like you supposed to grow with your partner, bro. That's the whole thing. Like we supposed to build together. If we can build together, let's build together. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being like, oh, I got this, or checking each other pockets and shit. Where when we both can know what we have, if we both working together. You know what I'm saying? Um, I don't know. Just I always had to question that because I see it, bro. You see it a lot. You know what I'm saying with niggas that's insecure.
and a lot of niggas, bro. That goes down. It's a lot that go into that, bro. Because you can.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of dudes do that for like. I guess they. I mean, at the end of the day, you can be in control. You feel
Mm-hmm.
me?
Mm-hmm.
Without much, bro. I feel like just your demeanor and how you carry yourself
Yeah.
and
Well, nah,
your
bro. Nah, nigga. If you the babysitter, if you the in-house babysitter, nigga, and the in-house nigga to clean and do everything else, and then I put no. I don't think you can. I really don't feel like you can actually stand and be like you the man of the house if you not actually providing like
if you
financial.
now if you're not
Yeah.
doing that like
Yeah.
that, then yeah, that miss what I'm just saying. But
Yeah.
if you clocking in, bro, and
Mm-hmm.
like not saying that like you got a consistent check coming in, right?
Yeah. I mean,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
all that matters. But I mean, but you got to look at it, because I always go back to this too. You know what I'm saying? When women sign themselves up to be with a drug dealer, just being 100. You know what I'm saying? You should know what you signing up for. You feel me? Like as far as this nigga got to be out here because he got to make this money. If he don't make this money, shit, y'all probably don't eat. You know what I'm saying? And you can't get mad about time and this and that because you're not gonna have it like that because this nigga got to do that. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like women try to put down. Some women do, not all women, but they try to put down niggas that work 9 to 5s. Well, right now in this decade of age, niggas gotta have a 9 to 5. It's just what it is. Nigga ain't really managing if they don't have a 9 to 5. Only way I feel like if you do, you either probably done scammed your way and you just made it free. Just 100, nigga. Just being,
Yeah.
just keeping it
Or
solid with you. If you really just a nigga
or
that's
like
standing.
just a drug dealer. Uh, that's just that's the only that, or what you said, bro. Because I don't understand how I tried that shit. You know what I'm
You
saying,
tried it.
bro?
You,
I tried a lot of shit, bro. Like growing up in my
yeah.
20s.
I mean, you gotta learn. You gotta live and learn. Some niggas don't understand it. Sometimes you just gotta take it yourself and try to see if it is for you, if it's not for you. Just most niggas just be out there because niggas hustle backwards, right? That most niggas be out here hustling backwards, bro. Just 100. Nigga hustling out of goddamn 2 ounces and be like, oh, nigga, I'm the nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. You know, you see it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got homies that nigga have pounds and shit, but I'm just saying, this niggas, oh man, bro, I gotta go call the plug. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas like that, bro. You just need to go get a job, bro. You a nigga that need to just be able to go get this 9 to 5, work your little money, and just hustle on the side. Nigga, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause you ain't supposed to be a
Nah,
nigga that's supposed to be out here, like, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
he just now is getting to an age now, bro. Like niggas gonna have to work, bro. All that hustling and shit, bro. Like, you can't do that shit no more. Is you can't.
Especially trying to grow a family. I feel like, bro.
But
Like,
most niggas ain't on that shit. And that's another
yeah,
thing too. Okay, that's another thing too. I'm glad you said that shit. So, there's a lot of niggas out here, bummy ass niggas out here, man, and most niggas be kicking it with their homeboys, but don't really be spending time with their kids, bro. Have you
yeah,
noticed that? It's a
yeah.
lot of niggas, you know what I'm saying, they rather be around their homeboys and then either being around their kids. And other time, a nigga doesn't want to be around their kids. If their kids are doing something productive, they can probably leave them to another level. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You see it, bro. I done seen it too many times, bro. Niggas ain't worried about their kids, but these niggas start playing sports, nigga, and cold in the bitch. Oh, shit.
A lot of niggas I went to school with, bro. Like, I be like, bro, like, what you? I mean, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's part of the reason why I haven't, like, I mean, for me, I feel like I'm not. I mean, I don't feel nothing. I'm not gonna be that way because my dad showed me something. You know what I'm saying? He showed me a whole lot
Dad, a
different.
real
So
nigga. Happy belated birthday to your dad. You know what I'm saying? Pop, yeah.
yeah,
Happy birthday to him, man.
yeah, appreciate it. But I just like you said, bro. I mean, I don't understand, bro. I mean, it's just crazy, bro.
Are you looking for
I mean,
marriage? That's the next thing for you? Are you looking to settle down and actually be married to somebody? Is married
oh
to
yeah,
something at the top of your? Because nowadays the millenniums, nigga, these niggas ain't. That's not what they own, nigga. Like they're not on. Let's settle down and let's be with somebody. Let's just fuck each other and just call
I
it a
feel like
motherfucking day.
I feel like with the woman I have, like the woman that I've been with for the last 4 years,
Hmm.
like we had our ups and downs. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying
Every
like
couple does, bro. Every couple does.
yeah,
I ain't gonna shame you, nigga. Bro, trust me. To get to where I'm at right
we
now, nigga.
we didn't have really rough and just like I'm just me just level after level
Hmm.
level just up there, bro. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just on that now, bro.
Yeah.
We didn't already started a, a a dynasty, so like
See, I like that. I like that.
you know what I'm saying? Now
Hmm.
it's just trying to put a
Try
stamp
to be
on
like,
it.
I give you some jewels on that too. You know what I'm saying? Because like a lot of people, they go through certain relationships and they be quick to give up and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like shit with my instant, bro, it was, you play games, bro. Just you never know until that time when that person says, "Hey, nigga, get your shit together, nigga," or "I'm finna fucking leave." But you just, after a while, you just like, "Oh shit, that's whatever, nigga." You know what I'm saying? I got you, whatever. But it's just sometimes when you can feel a female's demeanor, nigga, just change, nigga. You just like, "Hey, man, she really ain't playing about that shit, nigga." You know what I'm saying? That's just in my same instance. I had to get my shit together, bro. And nigga, and do right, nigga. Shit, instead of, don't not knock all my homies out there, but it's just like, nigga, it wasn't. I wasn't progressing nowhere. Chilling with you
Yeah,
niggas, I wasn't progressing. Not saying to every nigga, but it was just like we wasn't. You know what I'm saying? We were standing still. But once I started, just worrying about me, chilling with the wife, chilling with the kids and shit started progressing. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like sometimes it's not that I'm not supposed to fuck with you. Maybe you blinded me for something that I need to be doing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand that shit. You could be blinding me for something, distracting me for anything. I
and
blocked my
and that
blessing.
and that's what, bro. And I did that this last year, bro. I had to cut off my closest homies.
Nah, I feel you.
Hey,
The
you
fuck
know
you
what I'm
gotta do
saying?
that?
I mean, it's not because I like a beef or nothing like that. Like, you know what I'm
No,
saying? I ain't
no.
like that. It's just I had to touch down in myself, bro. And I was like, bro, what do you want in life? You feel me? Like, you want to just be one of them niggas that like just hang out, or you want a nigga that want to be somebody that like they like, oh shit, like you know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah, real
you
shit. Nah, I understand what you're saying.
feel me? So I had to, bro. I just as a man, bro. Like I had to really dig down deep, and like
Mm-hmm.
man up, set aside like my homies, because I'm like, bro, they, you know what I'm saying? If they, I feel like if they your homies, bro, they always gonna be your homies, regardless.
Nah, real shit, regardless of what you're going through.
Regardless of what you're going through, bro. So it just I had to down, bro. And I was like, man, this is I'm finna be I'm finna be 30 within the next 5 years. You know what I'm saying? I want something to show for that shit.
Hey man, a lot of your niggas at your age ain't thinking about that right now.
Like I want
You know what
something
I'm
to
saying?
show for that.
Yeah, I mean, but that's why I think a lot of people, that's what we need to, you know what I'm saying, actually want something instead of being like, ah, we want all this. Like, another thing, I'll get you another question. You got me guys all around, but like the designer clothes buying, you know what I'm saying? I spoke about this with a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, buying the designer clothes and shit, you know what I'm saying? And to me, I feel like it's a waste of money. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, nigga, you buying $1,500 shirt, shoes, whatever, shirt, whatever. You wear that bitch one time. If you scuff it, you fuck it up, nigga. And it's really not nothing coming back from that shit. So to me, I feel like it's a waste of time and waste of money, bro. Like you can go buy a whole bunch of Jordan jumpsuits, nigga, and you can wear them bitches a couple motherfucking time, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
For years, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, shoot, I keep it a bug, bro. If you got like put like this, the rich they could buy that,
But the rich, that's how they go broke.
but no. I'm saying like the rich, like the people that's like
I,
well off.
no, I understand. Well, but still well
So
off.
like
That's still.
so like the people that's well off, cool. You know what I'm saying? If you could
Yeah,
afford it 10
yeah,
times or 20, 30, 40, 11, 100 times, do
yeah,
what you do. But if
yeah.
you come, if you like, I feel like, bro,
Nigga, you
if
gotta
you
at least
got a
have
crib,
me.
right? Say you got
Huh?
a house, let's say you got an apartment.
Yeah.
If you buying designer, bro, and you ain't even got no motherfucking couch in your shit or no bed,
If
or
you ain't
you
got no
sleep,
house, you shouldn't be buying no designer. I feel like
yeah,
that.
or a house or a car. If you ain't even got no
Something in
car,
your shit. This niggas ain't got no cars and they got designer on, niggas.
so you don't own nothing.
I go up and down with this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like most of my niggas, you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying. I got niggas that buy designer. They, we got a nigga like that. You know what I'm saying? That's just my nigga. You know what I'm saying? But he can do it. You know what I'm saying? Because he put himself in a position to go buy that. But it just me. I always
and he
just thought about it.
also in that field too, where I mean, in that field, you kind
You
of
gotta
also
look
got to
the
look.
part. You gotta look the part. Yes, you gotta look the part. You right.
So
Mm-hmm.
it's in certain situations like that, yeah. But it's niggas out here, bro, that niggas are going, niggas, I'm like, shit, nigga, like you said, stuff that hoe up, bro, you ain't got the bread to go buy another pair. You,
Hey,
you know
that
what I'm
shit ain't got insurance on it.
Yeah, it like,
Say,
you
I
can't,
mean, most niggas might add the shit on it, but it just like to me, bro. Just even like a lot of niggas be like, bro, you saying that shit because you ain't got money right now, bro. I wouldn't even buy that shit when I get rich, nigga. Why the fuck would I
yeah,
want to buy one of that when I can buy nigga this whole damn rack of Nike shit, this whole goddamn rack of whatever, nigga. Or nigga, I got my own goddamn clothing line, make my own goddamn shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like
or
it's just me.
the same 100, 2,000, you finna go spend. I mean, in my head, I'm like, that's like 5 acres.
Because I don't know if you looked at that. You seen that Jim Jones thing when he got upset with the Gucci people when I guess he was in there spending about 30 bands and them niggas wouldn't give that nigga no assistance or nothing like that. You gotta go look it up on YouTube. But um, he had a little rant and shit that he did. Nigga, he was mad at the Gucci employees because they wouldn't serve him, like they wouldn't notice him or anything. And then he was like, "Oh well, they won't do this. They ain't said nothing to this. Um, I'm spending about 30 racks in this bitch, nigga." Shit. That should tell you something, nigga. That should tell every black man right now, nigga. That should
Yeah.
give you like just open up your eyes, nigga, and just show these motherfuckers don't give a fuck, nigga. They know you finna come buy the shit. They just here, come get the shit and go about your business, nigga. I don't give a fuck about getting assistance, none of that shit. Just come do this shit, cause we know y'all gonna come buy it, nigga. You spending 30 racks in a Gucci store. Why you ain't doing
And
that shit on like some black owned shit, nigga? You know what I'm
but
saying?
that's why uh Terrence Howard, not
Yeah.
Terrence Howard.
Oh,
Uh, what's his name? He used to run the BET show.
Terrence. What's that boy name? Terrence J. You talking about Terrence J?
That's what I was
Terrence
finna
J.
say.
The nigga that ran 106 and Park. Terrence J. Yeah,
Okay,
Terrence J.
he was having a controversy with Nick Cannon, bro. He was all like, man, a lot of our black stars, we go buy these Gucci Celines, these Louis when we can go be putting in the same effort into our black clothing
And
lines.
I even
Like
say fuck Jordan, nigga. I ain't gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you like that. Fuck Jordans too.
I ain't
I
even
know
gonna
you. I know
cap.
you scratch your head. See, you scratch your head because
I,
you're a basketball player.
I love Jordan, bro, but
Yeah,
I, I'm cool. I'm cool on Jordans, bro. Like
yeah,
they not even. I mean, yeah, they cool, bro. I mean, it's history. I mean,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying, bro. But at the end of the day, bro, I mean, shit, he don't fuck with niggas either.
Nah, he don't either. You know what I'm saying? He invest in prisons.
It- so it's like situations like that, bro. I'm like, bro, why would I go spend some money on some niggas that really don't even give a fuck about me when I can go spend some money and invest that shit into myself
Oh, make your own shit, dog. You feel me?
or make
Like, I mean, right now, this decade age, bro, it's time for us to be our own entrepreneurs, bro. I mean, it should show you that, shit, nigga. We can do it, nigga. Just niggas, like I say, like our people, nigga. We gonna be our worst critic forever, nigga, until we find a way to be like, shit. Uh,
worst enemy.
Bro, we is, bro. Cause I be seeing a lot of different things, bro. Like just niggas just be on some jealousy shit or some envy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you see my post I put, nigga, like really and truly, nigga, you watching these ops, nigga. These ops ain't the niggas that's trying to get you, nigga. Most time these niggas that's close to you, nigga. You feel me? It- It's these niggas that's close to you that know every move that you doing. Some niggas want your whoever female that you with. Most time these niggas want to be you, nigga. I had to learn that shit a long time ago. That's why you see me. You know the niggas I fuck with. I ain't got to speak on these niggas, but it was niggas in before. You had to let go, bro. Some niggas you just gotta let go and just let them do their own motherfucking thing. Niggas will do some snake ass shit. You feel me?
Snake, bro. You feel it. You know they will because you feel the energy about niggas, bro. Like
You see, that's the thing
it,
about us, bro. You gotta be about the energy. Like we good on energy, bro. Niggas gotta start using it as black people, bro. We good on energy. You should know. You should feel shit, bro. Stop. Go with your first gut. I tell niggas that.
energy, bro. I've been really wanting to like study into like in more about energy and like
Uh,
just
hey,
feeling like
let me cut you off, but I need you when you leave here. I need you to go look up Rashad Jamal on YouTube, bro, and listen to all his podcasts, bro. And he'll open your eyes to a lot of shit that's going on about the energy shit. They even tap into other people that's what I'm saying with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been looking on YouTube. Rashad Jamal just really opened my eyes to a lot of different shit
God,
that's going on. You know what I'm saying? But
but,
how do you like the Super Bowl halftime?
bro.
What
I
do you
mean,
give it?
shoot.
What do you give it, nigga? Out of from a 1 to a 10, nigga, what do you give it? I give it
I
up.
mean, from
I give it a 3.
a three,
I give it a 3, nigga.
bro. I wasn't gonna give it no more than a five.
Cause bro, the whole time they was boosting up this Tupac hologram, nigga. That's why I really tuned in, nigga, because I wanted to see what the fuck if these niggas really was gonna do this shit. That shit would have been
Yeah,
thrown. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that would have made the show over the top, nigga. But I feel like you got the whole world sea walking and shit, nigga. Nah, nigga, we don't want to see that shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like niggas don't want to see that shit, dog. You feel me? You got 50 hanging upside down.
I was fucking, other than that, I mean, I was fucking with that part, but I mean, the two, all of that, the other shit, I mean, I really wouldn't. I mean,
Like
shit.
they had 50 hanging upside down, nigga. He finna pass out. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Like I don't know, man. Just I don't know, man. But okay, there's another thing. How you feel about the NFL not having but just 2 black head coaches right now? Well, one right now. My bad, one.
I mean, bro, it's what they say. with it, they always said in football is America's, or well, they said, but baseball is, but
Yeah,
it just go to show you, bro. That's you know what I'm saying. That's where most of the controversy of that's what you know what I'm saying. Like
yeah.
that's a lot of controversy of where we go on to daily in daily life
Mm-hmm.
in daily life of our ethnicity, bro. Is shit that shit is in the NFL, bro.
Nah, real shit. And I mean, it show every all the time because I mean, I just feel like they just have us just running around, fucking our body up for some bullshit.
Fuck
You know,
our body.
and most niggas don't get paid when they get hurt, nigga, with them big ass contracts. Niggas don't even think about that shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they should do a player strike, but you know, all they gonna do is try to replace these niggas, bring in
Yeah,
replacement players. You feel me?
I mean, I
But
think ones if the right ones do it, but I mean, shit, bro. You dealing with an organization, bro. That got two black head coaches.
maybe one.
We
I think it's one right now. I don't think it's two. I don't think the other black coach got hired, but I think it's just one. Well, it might be two. I think Lovey Smith got hired somewhere. I think that's who it was.
wait. So, what's his name? Dude
Mike
from the
Tom was the
Steelers.
only one in there. Mike Tom was the Pittsburgh head coach. He's the only one hanging on like that.
Only one, right?
Yeah, Brian Flores, he got hired to the one that did the little scandal that he was going to sue the NFL. He got hired to who was that? The Falcons was one of them down too. I don't remember what the team is, but he got hired to one of them damn teams or whatever. But I just feel like that just for them just to hire, just be like, hey man, here we just gonna hire you, bro, so you can just hey, take off that shit you suing the NFL and shit. You know what I'm saying? That just like really just the nigga, huh?
Like to take the heat off of them on some shit.
Yeah, basically that's what they did. And most time when they sign black, like bro, the only thing is like 'cause, it's a law they had like in the NFL where they have to at least bring in one minority coach just to interview, bro. Not even to hire, bro. Just to interview
Mm-hmm.
in the NFL, bro. It's like the NFL so damn racist, bro. It don't even make no damn sense, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like
think.
I like it for the entertainment, but I feel like more of it. I feel like it's watered down now, bro.
Oh, it's yeah now. Yeah, it's way more water. Everything more watered down now, bro.
Shit,
I feel
that's
like
about you. I know you watch basketball, nigga. Okay, so you watched the slam dunk contest? You didn't catch it.
yeah, that was
Yeah,
I don't know.
okay.
That was the worst.
Okay. You
I,
see,
like shit, nigga. Do y'all need volunteers or something? Shit.
that's what I'm saying. Hey, bro, I, I was gonna fall asleep watching that shit, bro. Like I didn't understand. I really didn't understand none of it. Like, bro, like I remember, growing up, nigga, we had niggas like, Vince Carter coming through that motherfucker, nigga. You feel me? You seen was that Aaron Gordon? You know what I'm saying? You had Blake Griffin.
Like,
You know what I'm saying? You had Nate Robinson, nigga. You had niggas like that. Nate
like
Robinson was in that. Come
who else? Who else do
on.
we have, bro?
We had a couple, nigga. We had a lot of
Now
Levine.
y'all just here. You want to be in the dunk contest? Like
Hey, bro, but Levine, what's that boy Levine? The one that's he's good at dunking, bro. They had him in the 3-point contest. Why the fuck that nigga in the dunk contest? You
because of
seen
Steph
that
Curry.
shit, bro? Why are you in the bro? And you really didn't.
Because of Steph Curry.
Why, bro? Shit, but Anthony Towns is one. What is that?
It's
What is
Steph.
it? What'd you do it for? What'd you do it
Steph.
for?
Bro, look, Steph Curry then came in this game, got him a quick three. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And then changed the game completely. Now niggas want to shoot that ball. You dealing with it, bro. Zach, bro, I mean, other than there's only a few other people, bro, that I feel like just honestly that can just out jump Zach Levine.
Yeah.
And and that's just because they're at a bigger position than him.
Nah, I feel you on
But,
that. Nah, real shit.
but there's no reason why him and Carl Anthony Towns should be in a 3-point contest.
Not real shit. I even said it for Carl Anthony Towns. I was just like, why the fuck is he even? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's good that he won and shit, but it's just like, what does that
Yeah,
solidify? That just
I'm all for it, bro. I mean, cool. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's even. I mean, shit. You're a big man. You know what I'm saying? So that even
yeah.
look even better on your part. But I'm just
Mm-hmm.
like, like, damn. Like, I was just amazed, bro. I'm like, from when I was a kid,
Mm-hmm.
Like hell, I saw Shannon Brown in the dunk
Yeah, shit, I
contest.
forgot. Damn, Shannon Brown. Fuck you. Yeah, Shannon Brown. That little light
I,
skinned nigga ass used to jump out the gym too.
I'm like, bro,
That,
everything very watered down, like you said, bro.
but I feel like if old boy would have got that dunk, he would have turned the whole dunk contest around. If he would have got the dunk, he just had Allen. If he would have got that dunk, it would have set everybody off because he would have got that dunk. Cause that dunk was difficult. Don't get me wrong, that bitch was difficult
Yeah,
than a bitch.
yeah. He
You
just,
got to
yeah,
think about.
he just couldn't. But my thing is like, I'm like, and you could, bro. They were tired.
Yeah,
I'm like, bro,
I noticed that
y'all.
too. I was like, damn, bro. Most time niggas wasn't tired like that. Them niggas was energized, nigga. You think so? You think so?
I mean,
Man,
had
fuck
to
that,
be.
man. Allegedly, shit, we'll put that. Hey, allegedly,
Yeah,
we think these motherfuckers blowing now. You think so? Basketball.
bro. Cole Anthony, he was looking tired. I mean, he did try to get him, but bro, you got to think, bro. These niggas, they play, bro. Before the All Star, they was playing on a daily basis.
Yeah. So you think it's more than them smoking or more than them just tired because of them games, nigga? It's like 50 something, what, 60 something games? Is it what, 60 something games before the All Star game? And like 20
Yeah,
something after?
yeah, it's like 60. Yeah, 60 before the All Star.
And like 20 something after, some shit like that. So, nigga, um, but that's a lot, nigga. They talking about adding on to that shit. You heard about that, right? They talking about
Yeah,
adding on to that.
that's a lot. And LeBron trying to like get them not to.
But shit, LeBron trying to stay so he can play with his son, nigga. He trying to make sure he
That,
can make it to the
that's
time.
bro. This is more wear and tear on my body. Like,
Not real shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's a lot, nigga. That man, hey, kudos to them niggas. That's a lot of goddamn game shit.
so what you? Cause look, I saw a little clip with Tom Brady and Draymond.
Okay.
So just being two different on, you know what I'm saying? Like you being a football player and like me being a basketball player.
Yeah.
What on your side? What do you feel like is the hardest sport?
I feel like, me, I'm not just being biased because it's football, but basketball, I understand it. You know what I'm saying? I run up and down a hardwood ass court every day. No, don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking it. Then you think about niggas that dunking, nigga, because nigga fucked up his hand. Oh boy, Anthony fucked up his hand. You seen he fucked up his hand on that dunk. You know what I'm saying? So, nigga, I don't knock, bro. I don't knock what y'all giving. You know what I'm saying? And what y'all go through and shit. But I just feel like just as far as just toughest, nigga, like you gotta think about it, bro. Like nigga, especially running backs, nigga. Like you got to think about it. And then linemen, nigga, linemen going at every time linemen snap the ball, nigga, it's contact, nigga, off the rip. So it just
Nah,
you got to think about that. And then running backs, they get beat. They getting beat up. This about them to the half of the motherfucking defense hitting these niggas.
so that's what I saw. That's what I told. Cause me and my, with you know what I'm saying, months back, I was in a group chat with you know what I'm saying a whole bunch of other fellas, and we was
Mm-hmm.
just having a big argument about that. And I just stated my point, and I was all like, man, honestly, I mean, they at the end of the day, they both dangerous, but I feel like longevity, football has more of a devastating. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Like, but yeah, but don't get me wrong. Like, if a nigga somehow come wrong and land on his motherfucking neck in basketball, that nigga, yeah, don't get me wrong. Like, shit can happen, or a nigga run into it. You
so
gotta
like,
think niggas run into cameramans and shit. Like,
I, because basketball is so fast paced, you
yeah,
get injured quicker.
yeah.
But I feel like the injuries in football are more severe.
Especially
Yeah,
got to think about head injuries, bro. Niggas
that's
don't
what I'm saying.
talk about that. Niggas don't talk about that. Like, nigga, you might
They
get
made,
elbowed there, here, and there.
they made a whole movie over that.
No, yeah, real shit. But they
Like,
don't take it as That's why I'm kind of glad my son don't play football, nigga. He kind of want to go to basketball because I feel like that's just more for him, nigga. And he ain't got to worry about just because nigga it's shit after, bro. I get headaches every now and then, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just off the rip, you know what I'm saying? Because bro, nigga played this sport, bro. And I play defense, nigga. I'm a headhunter, so shit. I'm finna go hot.
I,
You know what I'm saying? So I understand it, but it just, that's a good ass question though. You know, a lot of people don't even think about that. People gonna go, well, people gonna have their own opinions, but just being like you said, just a longevity in football, bro. That bro, it's wear and tear. Don't get me wrong, bro. Like nigga, I still feel like now that I don't play the shit, all them bumps and bruises, nigga, that just didn't really bother me because I was playing and working out and actually moving around. It wouldn't bother me, but now that shit, shoulder injuries, back injuries, my lower back, I get back spasms every now and then. Come on, man.
Bro, I dislocated my shoulder, bro, playing Byron Nelson. There's Byron Nelson High School, bro. I caught a
Yeah,
fade and came over and like popped my shoulder. He missed, but his helmet hit my shoulder and
yeah,
like did some weird shit to my shoulder, bro. My shoulder ain't never been right ever since, bro. Like
that's what I'm saying.
I can't even like block like or do a full swipe without it like just popping out of place on some
Nah,
shit.
nah, real
That's
shit.
quick ass little like ankle injuries. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's why I'm
yeah,
like, it's just wasn't what I just feel like shit. Football, you definitely gonna feel it. Like I feel like it's more severe because you're gonna feel it over time. Basketball, it's quick. You know what I'm saying? It's
nah,
a little.
real shit.
You'll have your serious injuries like your Paul Georges and like the
Mm-hmm.
nigga that and shit like that. But it
You
mostly
ain't
that
you
shit.
ain't really seeing it like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just football, nigga. It's just so it's I don't know. It just I guess it's just so demanding on the body, nigga. Just think about what you trying to do and how you trying to move at certain paces, nigga. With all this shit on you, nigga.
I saw that but Leon literally broke the ankle. Like, he broke his leg.
Mm-hmm.
Literally broke his leg, bro. Like he did caught a pick. First off, caught a pick, brought it back for a six, but it was a receiver. He was trying to come get him. Leon stopped, and then like ended up like he ended up like sliding, trying to change his like you said, trying to change his speed,
Yeah.
and it's like just
Yeah,
cracked.
yeah. Think about that, nigga. Like it's just a change of speed. Like niggas that can do it for long. That's why, like, I knew I wouldn't be able to play it as long as I did. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad I did. You know what I'm saying? But I just knew, like, after a
Yeah,
while, nigga, there's gonna be some wear and tear on the body, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Especially like through high school, I really had that many. I ain't had no injuries. You know what I'm saying? But like once I got older and started playing, semi-pro shit, nigga, that's when them injuries start happening. But
that's what. Yeah,
but it is what it is, nigga.
it, that, that's what come with it. That's what come the shit. That's what come with that shit, bro. That
no, it
shit.
do. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, baby. I just like because I think about the youth a lot. You know what I'm saying? I talk about the youth a lot because nigga, like, um, we need to start worrying about them, bro. Because nigga, they in trouble, bro. These millennium, bro. Like, I done talked to the millennials, bro. They don't know how to do nothing. It's not about the fact that they don't go outside, nigga. They don't do nothing, nigga. Like when we grew up, nigga was outside, nigga. Like,
I niggas that's in my class, but they don't know how to do nothing.
they don't like to do nothing. Like it just they don't know
They don't
nothing,
know
and it's just like.
how to do nothing, and they don't know how to do nothing. Like
But I mean, that just comes on with parenting too. You know what I'm saying? A lot of parents, back then, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I think that our parents, they did all that. I mean, I know they did the best they could, like everything how they did, but it was just like for them to do what they were trying to do, it really didn't give them the time to really, like, you know what I'm saying? Kind of teach us different little things, other things that we had to learn on our own, the shit that we had to learn on our own. They taught us a lot. There's a lot of shit they taught us and we just didn't listen, you know what I'm saying? Because I know my people, like the shit that they done taught me, all that shit come full circle, you know what I'm saying? Now that I, have a life, you know what I'm saying, kids and all that shit, nigga. Now I see everything the hell they were trying to, drill into a nigga, you know what I'm saying? But
right now, when you get to a
bro,
certain age,
it's crazy how you see the shit. You just like, man, what the I said this shit, nigga, and I'm just like, what the fuck, nigga? Shit, if I'd have did it like this, I would have had it by then. You know what I'm saying?
bro, I literally gave my pop a hug, bro, and I was like, man, my bad, bro. Like like I see everything that you was trying to instill in my damn head. I wish I would have got this shit a little bit younger. Shit, I'll be well off now, hell. But
I think a
that's
lot of
just
it would be different if we grasped that shit. You know what I'm saying? If you actually think about it, you know what I'm saying? If we actually listen to what they were saying, a lot of us would be a lot different than what, and a lot of us would be a lot that we wouldn't have a lot of the friends that we have now. We'd be more like to ourselves, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like just back then, nigga, we did give a lot of people our energy when we shouldn't have. You know what I'm saying? And then I feel like they drained the shit out of us. And you know, now that you see them, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, damn, what was the purpose of you really being around? You know what I'm saying? Because
You
really,
still, like, what there was that like you still
yeah,
ain't on shit. There was like you said, bro. Like you shit. Like damn, you didn't. I didn't waste it. I could have been putting my energy in something dealing with me. You know what I'm saying?
dealing with me and
And
just really focus more on me and not really like really just letting being blind about shit. Cause you know, like, I talk about it, but you know, just in my case, nigga, you know, I always pointed the finger at the nigga that, that was, was close to me, my partner, you know what I'm saying, Rico, you know what I'm saying? But, just going back in my paperwork now, just like a lot of shit changed. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? And then now that I see something different, and it's just like now everything makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Now that you see, because I heard a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? Niggas tell me everything, but it's just now you had to really watch, and then you got to understand that there's niggas that's in your crew, bro. But if they get pressured, nigga, they might not hold water to anybody, bro, regardless of their mama, police, whoever. You know what I'm saying? So you never know who can put you in a situation sometimes because nigga, you don't know where really. You know what I'm saying? You just think, woo, woo, woo. You know what I'm saying? But damn, it's really this nigga over here. You know what I'm saying? They just make it seem like it's somebody else. You know what I'm saying? But just going on with that, it's just like, you really gotta watch who you're around, bro, and just really worry about yourself. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that everybody, bro, or if you is with somebody, like y'all get together, like just talk, nigga. Like that's something bad about us. We had to have communication. We had communication problems, nigga. Once we fix that shit, everything start rolling. I just say with everybody, talk to each other, bro. Get to know each other's weaknesses and strengths, bro, because you're gonna need that in the long run, bro. Just be 100.
bro, that bro, and just protecting your energy, bro. I feel like a lot of people, bro,
Yeah,
they let what others got or others positioning or
yeah.
got going on in their life affect what they got going on. And at the end of the day, bro, this is all everybody in a different race. Like that's what people don't understand. I had that problem, bro. I was like, you know what I'm saying? When I hit like 20, 21, 22,
Yeah.
looking, I was like, damn, I was looking at, like, you know what I'm saying? A few of my other homies, and I'm like, damn, they doing that. And they
Yeah.
like, oh, they always getting to do that. They got that car, or you know what I'm saying? They got that apartment and shit like that, bro. And not knowing, bro, or what they had to do to get that,
Mhm.
or how many hours, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What sacrifices they had to do, bro. Like everybody in different positions, bro. So I just feel like if people focus more on, like you said, if we focus more on our, not to say ourselves, but just our energy and protecting, like,
Man, protecting that shit, bro. You got
well,
to.
yeah, protecting what we have got going on,
Mhm.
people would be so much well off, bro.
But see, I mean,
That's what
what they say you can give what you can give water to a horse, you know what I'm saying, but you can't make that motherfucker drink, you know what I'm saying? So,
straight up.
like, it's just hard to really say because, a lot of people do a lot of different things and I just be like, I try to be a leader and try to, help people and show people like shit in any situation that you in, dog, you can get it out of you. Like, nigga, my situation, bro. So, me coming about that bitch, nigga, I did, you know what I'm saying? And I really didn't complain about it, nigga. It wasn't no point
Um,
to really complain. I really just had to really, because, trust me, I had to grow, bro. Like, niggas had to, bro. But, nigga, you have to grow up at one point of time, nigga, and really understand what's around you, nigga. It's bigger than just what the fuck you got going on, nigga. It's a lot of shit going around. Niggas don't even know, nigga, it's a food shortage, nigga. Would you know that? A lot of niggas wouldn't even know that shit, would they? You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So,
because
like, the gas is
prices
going
go
up.
up.
Gas is finna be damn near $5. They talking about they supposed to reach. Come on, man. But you niggas worried about clubbing, all this other extra bullshit. We're not worrying about what's going around in everywhere else.
It's
But social media got us consumed. You know what I'm saying?
a big ass picture, bro. It really do. It
Yeah.
really do. A lot of stuff, bro. I find it beat myself, bro. I found myself, you know what I'm saying? Just
I know.
swiping
Look,
and swiping.
hey, Google
I
can
be
teach you anything. It know everything.
that shit like shit. I'm finna go get the dogs, you know what I'm saying? And go out there and go do some shit, bro. Cause we come into a world, bro, where the technology is taking up. You know what I'm saying? This shit is taking
Like,
over,
no.
bro.
Man, they got robots, nigga, and robot dogs, nigga. Fuck. Like, nigga, do you not understand that, nigga? They trying to take the dogs away, nigga. What the fuck, nigga? Dogs, man? Come on, man. You gotta be
I'm
fucking kidding me.
like,
Like, nigga, what? That's a human companion, nigga. That's what get with, like, nigga. That's what we supposed to, you know.
Walmart already took out the cashiers.
Oh yeah, I already know that. But you already knew that was gonna
Yeah,
come. But you know,
yeah, like that.
my job field, I'm finna get fucked too because they trying to bring the robots in there to cook food, nigga. Come on, man. Like, bro, like you gotta niggas don't understand. That's why I be like, bro, people be like, bro, like nigga, like niggas probably act like I don't fuck with nah, nigga. I'm bro, I just if you ain't in the same energy and where I'm going and what I'm thinking about, can't really fuck with you, bro. You blinding me, nigga. I feel like you in the way. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect, bro. It just bro, I grew up, man. I had to, bro. I had to get my mind right, dog.
I had to, bro.
It's
If
hard, but
you
I had to get my
hate,
mind right.
you can hate on me because I give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, like
And most
that's like
niggas is
as
like that. Most niggas mad because you got your life straight and their life ain't straight. You got a lot of niggas that me too shit. Like, damn, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, um, as far as just nigga be like, shit, bro. Like, like niggas hate on the flow. You know what I'm saying? You can pick up the different signs and shit by niggas hating and shit. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of niggas make excuses about their life, bro. But they ain't trying to do nothing to make it productive. They just making excuses. For any nigga that can say they can't go get a job, bro, that's a lie, nigga. I was a felon, nigga. And I had many a jobs, bro. I had 10
I
fucking cars. I've been out what 10 years, bro. Wait, damn near 10. What?
damn near.
Yeah, damn near. Well, it'll be 10 on August 20. Yeah, August 22nd, nigga. It'll be 10 years,
Damn.
bro. So, nigga, I had 10 cars since I've been out. No cap, nigga. I'm not. I'm not. Most niggas can't even get one
Uh,
in 10 years, nigga. I'm saying in 10 years, nigga. I'm not just saying in a couple years, nothing like that. In 10 years, most niggas ain't even had one car, bro.
yeah, you're not lying, bro.
That's why
You
I
are.
spoke on just niggas. I don't know, man. Just I've been there, done that. A lot of shit. Where you was more,
Or,
living off the day moment shit. But you had to grow up and be like, nigga, I want my own money, nigga. I don't, what I'm saying? I want no female taking care of me because I feel like then she could dictate everything the fuck I got going on, nigga. Hell no, nigga. Gotta have
got
me.
it.
Yeah.
Don't you feel like you as a man? You feel like she can.
Yeah. Cause she has the
Like,
right to. Because,
I,
nigga, you
I
ain't
was,
doing
I
that.
was, I was in that situation, bro. When I was on that probation and like, hey, shit, bro. I don't know what it was, bro. But motherfuckers just wouldn't hire me. They look at my like, I'm like,
Yeah.
shit, bro. What the fuck? This petty, this shit little as fuck. I ain't kill nobody. Like,
Yeah.
shit, hell, and y'all niggas tweaking over this and shit. My shit, she was holding that shit down, bro. And shit, I mean, just as a at first, I'm like, shit, fuck this, bro. I'm not gonna have this shit over my head. So I went to turn
Yeah.
myself in. You know what I'm saying? Sat
Nah,
out that little, got out, and shit. I was like, shit, all right. I ain't got no car right now, but shit, we finna figure this shit out, bro. And shit, through the years, you know what I'm saying? Shit,
you gotta
nigga done
figure
figured.
things out. Nigga just be just set what they got. You know what I'm saying? Set in they like the set in their ways. Like nigga, if they ain't got shit, if I just hate niggas that complain about saying shit that they can
That's
fix. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
that's the same way, bro. Because if I feel like, bro, if I can do that shit, bro, without complaining,
Not real shit.
at the end of the day, bro, like everybody go through something. Everybody either went through something, they
Yeah,
going through, something, or they finna go through something.
not real shit.
So
Mm.
like it ain't it no sense of complaining about that shit. That should be irritating the shit out of me, bro. Cause
Nah,
I'll be like, nigga,
not real shit. I be like, these niggas be out complaining like most of these niggas. I don't know, man. Just I don't know, man. Niggas just be set in their ways, bro. You know what I'm saying? And they be stuck with I guess I don't know, man. Like I can't really say a father wasn't in their life because my father was in my life. You know what I'm saying? As far as teaching me different things, I just took a different way. You know what I'm saying? I just really wanted to know for myself. Like, don't get me wrong, nigga. I had a point, nigga. I would just, nigga. I don't know, nigga. Just at a point in time, I was just really just like, fuck it, nigga. I gave up, nigga, and it was just like I'm just stuck. I'm stuck right to being
I'm
this, I guess, mummy ass nigga or whatever. But then it took me a while to shake up out of that shit, nigga. And it took my partners, nigga leaving, bro, getting locked up, bro. To really like open my eyes up and to be like, shit, nigga, you can either get your shit together, nigga, or you can take your ass back. Shit, I'd rather get
For
my
real.
shit together, nigga. You feel me? Like, nigga, fuck this, bro. Like, I shouldn't be living like this, nigga. Like, you not, I had that time, where a nigga wasn't really spending time with his kids, but I can speak on that shit because it took me time to really be like, shit, I had to fix this. You know what I'm saying? I'd been there and done that, nigga, but I fixed it before it got bad, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, that's the worst thing to have a feeling if your kids really don't have no love for you, nigga. That's the worst feeling in the goddamn world, nigga. To not have that. Like fuck everything else, bro. I wouldn't give a damn about a friend caring or whatever the fuck about me. Like, bro, nigga, my kids, nigga, because I'm leaving them this shit that we trying to build right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to, I got AJ. We finna start streaming, bro. He do that Fortnite, that little robots and Fortnite shit.
Hey,
So,
I'm finna. Cause I'm finna.
I'm gonna get on GTA, no cap, nigga. And that's already been my mindset, nigga. That's probably the next thing for me is Metal GTA. You know what I'm
So you,
saying?
you trying to get? Cause I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was gonna use that my TikTok to promote my Twitch account.
Okay.
I wanna get into just streaming too, kind of do it like you know what I'm saying, not like a little comedy, but just a little. Well, nah, I want to do like comedy and like just you know what I'm saying. Also talking about real life shit that's going on while we
Nah,
playing the
real
game.
shit. Nah, real shit. Nah, that's 100, nigga. But
So
shit, yeah. We gonna get after we,
yeah,
yeah, we gonna get definitely talk about that shit, bro. But nah, man, I appreciate you fucking with me, bro. No cap, you know what I'm saying?
and
Um,
my yeah, I was supposed to do this last weekend, bro. Shit, these niggas be hitting me with that OT, bro. I be shit.
man,
I
get
be
your money, nigga. You gotta get, yeah, man. That shit gonna work out in the end, nigga. Fuck that. You need that money, nigga. I ain't gonna knock you, nigga. Go get your money, nigga. Shit. I be working like a motherfucker too, nigga. Shit.
I'm already knowing.
I had to get to it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I've really been slowly getting back into it. But shit, most welcome, most definitely we gonna have some more shows, bro. As far as like the weekends, if you is free, bro, I'm gonna have like different people pull up, nigga. Let's talk about real, nigga. Let's
Yeah,
really stop,
I'm free
Okay.
every weekend, every
Oh
Saturday
shit.
and Sunday. I'm
Oh
off
yeah.
every week.
Okay.
They'll be like, "Shit, do you want to come in?" I'll be like, "Shit, say less." Like, you know what I'm
Uh,
saying?
we get one in during the day type shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
Real shit.
Hell
But
yeah.
yeah, man. Appreciate you stopping by, man. Hey, this my boy AD, man, the dog man. Hey man, shout out to, how they can follow you, find you, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Shout that out so they know.
Type in DawgMan. I'm a DawgMan 23. Just DawgMan on anything. DawgMan 23 on TikTok. And you'll see me. I'll pop up. I'm on TikTok, Facebook right now. I'm working on creating an Instagram. I'm just working on just getting my brand together right now
Nah,
before
real
I
shit.
just, you know what I'm saying? Just I do something, I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? So
Real shit. I'll put it past you, bro.
I'm, once it come out, it's gonna be, hey, everything
Oh yeah.
here. How you want to do it? So
No.
we're just working on that right now. But training, you know what I'm saying? They know how to find me. So
All
just
right.
type in dog.
Dog man, man. But yeah, man, appreciate you, man. Uh, but yeah, don't get off. Don't get off
Uh,
yet. Nigga. I'm gonna end the live, but don't get out yet.
no, no,
I'll let you.
no.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Fuck with me. We'll be back. I'll probably be back. I don't know, man. I'm gonna do sometime this week, nigga. I don't know yet, but I ain't figured out. But we gonna drop another one. All right, y'all.